everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Bhumika V, a computer science engineering student in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. Today, I am here to explain about the topics like pollution prevention and waste minimization. Let's move on to the topic. Pollution. It's a common term, right? Pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that cause adverse change. Let's know what is pollution prevention. Pollution prevention means eliminating or reducing the amount and toxicity of potentially harmful substances at their sources prior to generation, treatment, off-site recycling, and disposal. Methods to prevent pollution. Here are 3 such methods to prevent pollution like reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let's know the definitions of these 3 following terms. What is reduce? Reduce means minimizing the use of exhaustible natural resources and also lessening the use of harmful materials. Reuse. Reuse is the action or practice of using an item whether for its original purpose or like conventional reuse or to fulfill a different function like creative reuse or repurposing. Then comes recycling. Recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. This concept often includes the recovery of energy from waste materials. Waste. What is waste? Let's know about it. Waste are unwanted or unusable materials. Waste is any substance discarded after primary use or is worthless, defective, and of no use. A byproduct, by contrast, is a joint product of relatively minor economic value. A waste product may become a byproduct, joint product, or resource through an invention that raises a waste product's value above zero. Examples include municipal solid waste, hazardous waste, wastewater, radioactive waste, etc. Municipal solid waste includes household trash or refuse, and hazardous waste and wastewater includes sewage, which contains bodily waste such as feces and urine and surface runoff. Then let's know what is waste minimization. Waste minimization is a set of processes and practices intended to reduce the amount of waste produced. By reducing or eliminating the generation of harmful and persistent waste, waste minimization supports efforts to promote a more sustainable society. Here are waste minimization techniques which is broadly classified into recycling, source reduction, and product modification. Recycling is further divided into on-site recovery and reuse, creation of useful byproducts. And source reduction is classified as process change and good housekeeping. Then process change is further classified as input material change, better process control, equipment modification, and technology change. Let's move on to the other topic. Like source reduction. What is source reduction? Source reduction, also known as waste prevention or pollution prevention, is the elimination of waste before it is created. It involves the design, manufacture, purchase, or use of materials and products to reduce the amount or toxicity of what is thrown away. Source reduction tips to implement in our surroundings. First one is purchase items in bulk or economy sizes. Purchase products in concentrated form. Purchase items in reusable containers. Purchase only those items that you need. And the last one is get more product for your dollar by purchasing items with the least amount of packaging. These are the source reduction tips which we need to implement in our surroundings. Number of source reduction activities. Here is a flowchart showing the number of source reduction activities, which is like cleaning and degreasing, which is 182, and product modifications is of 300, Inventory control is 686. Raw material modifications is 656. Spill and leak prevention is 941. Process 578. Good operating practices is of 3002 and surface preparation and finishing is of 163. Product modification. Let's know what is product modification. Product modification is enhancing existing products by making essential modifications to their qualities, be it nature, size, packaging, and color, among other things, to respond effectively to changes in market demand. Here are the types of product modifications, which is of three types, that is quality modification, functional modification, and style modification. Let's know what's this. Quality modification. It refers mostly to the change in product's durability. There are two ways of quality modifications. Firstly, reducing quality of a product to decrease price and to reach new group of people who are not able to buy an original product. And the second one is to increase quality to compete with other rival firms. It is also a good way to build brand loyalty and it gives an opportunity to raise prices if needed. Then comes functional modifications, which means a change that affects a product's versatility, effectiveness, convenience, or safety, usually requiring the redesigning of one or more parts of the product. Then comes style modifications. Style modifications are directed at changing the sensory appeal of a product by altering its taste, texture, sound, smell, or visual characteristics. Here are the conditions for product modification to work. The first one is the product must be modifiable, and the second one is customers must recognize the modification, and the last one is the modification should make the product more desirable for users. And here is the purpose of product modification, which includes to maintain existing demand, attract new users, to face the competitions effectively.
In Sweden, sustainable consumption, waste prevention, reuse, and reparation are the primary measures to create a circular economy and to decrease the amount of waste that is created. For decades, laws and regulations have been introduced in Sweden to minimize the amount of waste that goes to landfill. At the same time, education is crucial to increase the awareness among citizens who are an important part in the waste management system. Thanks to such measures, less than 1% of household waste ends up in the landfills.
Waste management is crucial all around the world, and here in Sweden we live as we have 4 planet Earth, but we have only one, and we have to take care of it. We have to recycle more, we have to reuse more, and we have to see that waste never occurs.
One example to increase the recycling is the Swedish deposit system, where a small fee for plastic bottles and aluminium cans is paid when purchasing the beverage, which is then returned when depositing the bottles and cans at a deposit station. In the south of Sweden, the world's first large-scale facility for automatic textile sorting, Siptex, is located. Here, about 24,000 tons of textile is sorted every year to be reused for new purposes, increasing circularity in the textile value chain. About 40% of the organic waste in Sweden is converted into biogas that can be used as fuel for transport. Waste that cannot be recycled due to toxic components or impurities is recovered as electricity, heating, or even as district cooling.
Here in Linköping, we look upon waste as a valuable resource rather than a problem. One example of that is that we make sure that the households are sorting their food waste and put it in a green bag. The green bag is then transported to our optical sorting facility, where we make sure that we sort out the green bags from the non-green bags. The green bags are then transported to our biogas facility, and here we produce biogas and upgrade it to vehicle fuel and distribute it both as compressed biogas and liquefied biogas.